Episode 77. Dear Baby Grandson. Serena had no idea that her picture had been taken. After she got into the car, she saw that her purse and cell phone were placed on the car seat. Taking her stuff, Serena opened the door and was ready to go out again. Jake held her down and whispered, "What are you doing?" "Go home," said Serena matter-of-factly. Hearing that, Jake narrowed his eyes as pressure exuded from his body. "You're mad at me?" Serena was dazed, feeling intimidated. It seemed that she had really been mad at him. How could this be? Jake had said that he liked women that were gentle and reasonable, so that was always who she was trying to be. Thinking of what she had just done, Serena felt a bit regretful. Why did she become her old self? That was the person that Jake hated the most. Wait, why did she even care? Wasn't she preparing to get a divorce with him? It was no longer important to win his favor. Looking up, Serena saw Jake's mysterious expression and did not speak. What should she do? She still did not want for him to hate her. Seeing that Serena had obviously lost her courage, Jake slightly frowned. What was she thinking? It was okay to lose her temper and be mad at him. Trying to be someone else was not a good look on her. There were so many women like that. "Seatbelt." Jake sounded a bit impatient. Serena nodded and fastened her seatbelt. When she returned home, Serena opened her computer and received a document from Vincent. She checked it and found everything to be correct before she replied to Vincent. Serena stretched her arms and caught a glimpse of a contact that had always been offline. The name was simple, just a letter L. Serena quickly sent L a message. "Are you there?" However, there was no reply. On the next day, Serena went back to the university. For some reason, she had a feeling that everyone was looking at her with a weird look. Finding a place to sit down, Serena found everyone was looking at her. The class was financial engineering. It was taught by a female professor who had the nickname Hayes. She was over 40 years old and still enjoyed wearing pink dresses and white platform shoes. Her heavy makeup was definitely unique in the Department of Finance. The moment Hayes entered the classroom, she called, "Serena?" Serena felt a bit odd, but still stood up. "Are you feeling better?" "Much better. Thank you for asking." "In the future, you should ask for a sick leave yourself. Having someone else call on your behalf would only reveal your corrupt lifestyle." "What do you mean?" Her corrupt lifestyle? The girl next to her whispered, "You really don't know? Your picture has become viral on the university forum." Then she gave her phone to Serena. The title was, "The Reason Why the Campus Belle Does Not Live in Campus." Serena couldn't help tapping on it. Naturally, this campus belle was her. The strict professor glanced at her and sneered, "Please sit down. Just don't bring your bad habits from daily life into my classroom." Bad habits from daily life? Serena's eyes became cold as she asked, "What's that supposed to mean?" Before the professor spoke, a boy next to her said, "Stop pretending. You know exactly what the professor meant. Concussion? You're despicable." "That's mean, but she deserved it. I thought she was an iceberg, but it turns out that she can be quite a slut if the money is right. I knew she was promiscuous." Hearing the terrible discussion, Serena's face became more and more stern. She hit the desk and warned, "Do you have proof of your accusations?" "Proof? Just check the forum." A guy threw a phone at her with a photo on the screen. It was her getting inside Jake's car. Seeing the photo, Serena calmed down. and smiled sarcastically. "This is your proof?" The guy saw her smile and was a bit mesmerized. Blushing slightly, he stuttered. Isn't this enough?" "My getting inside my car became the proof of me being a prostitute?"
"Your car?"
The guy was clearly stunned.
"How is that possible? Everyone knows that you're an orphan. This is Maybach, and this model is at least $1 million. If you're that rich, why did you work part-time when you were in high school?"
Clearly, Serena's history was made public as well. Hearing that, Serena smiled coldly. "I wonder if you have heard about the Eva incident?" Then Serena took her textbook back into her backpack. Seeing that Serena was ready to leave, the professor bristled. "Where do you think you're going, Serena?" "Skip the class," Serena said without turning her head. "I'd rather not spend my time with a classroom full of people like you guys." Out of the classroom, the calm face that Serena had put on immediately collapsed. Who was this person trying to sabotage her? Serena searched the Eva incident on her phone and found the video and remarks about Mrs. Robinson had all disappeared. All that was left was about Eva. That was why no one recognized her to be part of Eva incident. That was fine as well. There would probably be new rumors in a couple of days, and no one would pay attention to her at that time. However, she had clearly underestimated the influence of the story. In less than 2 days, the rumor was spread across the internet and became the headline of some local news. Sitting in the backyard, Captain Henrik was playing a mobile game wearing his reading glasses. Suddenly, a message was pushed to his phone with the headline, "Campus Belle of Austin University turned out to be a mistress. An orphan wearing designer brands in Maybach."
University these days,
Captain Henrik thought. And then he immediately straightened his back, as he was reminded of the fact that the Campus Belle of Austin University was Serena. Reading the news and seeing the picture, he immediately bristled.
"It really is her. These paparazzi are so irresponsible."
Then he shared the news story with dear baby grandson in his contacts.